A new knife line has hit the prying eyes of the internet, and I got early access to it. It wasn't enough for mastermind Takayuki Shibata to be the innovator behind brands such as Masakage, Koutetsu, Tinker, West Japan Tools and more, but now he also delivers under the Koutetsu brand the Chromax line, which is replacing his Type 3 Aogomi Super line for those that own one of those. Of the many knives available in the Chromax line, today we have the Boss Nakiri, which we're going to unbox, use, and review. Now, I'm not even a Nakiri lover, so will this Nakiri change my mind? Continue watching to find out. For the unboxing, same experience you would expect from the rest of his Koutetsu line. Nice and simple black box with the red insert. Nice front and back business card, a new to me sticker I hadn't seen yet, which went straight on my toolbox, and then his signature logo sticker. A nice little quick cutting guide showing you his recommendation to keep his laser thin knives sharp by cutting obliquely as opposed to using the knife in an up and down motion. Largely due to oblique cuts creating less force in one given spot, and trust me, his edges are thin, so take his advice. The knife itself sports a classy traditional wah handle made out of rosewood with a Paca wood ferrule. Now the fun part, the blade. This knife weighs 187 grams, which for a 170mm long blade is noticeable. Where has that weight gone despite a super thin edge and a 2mm spine is in its 63mm of belly height at heel? The majority of Nakiris I have used are in the low to mid 50mm range. At 63mm high, it is still, in a way below the height of a Chukabocha or cleaver, for instance. But this to me is why it is the Boss Nakiri, just a cool name for a tall Nakiri. Another identifier of this line in general is its clipped tip, as I like to call it. Super cool and easily discernible from his Type 2 and 3 knives. Worth noting, the Chromax line is stainless clad, and Chromax being a semi-stainless means only the core will discolor and patina with use. Speaking of use, how did it perform? The pinch grip on this bad boy sits fairly forward, so I tried to pinch grip it a little more aggressively than I usually do. As expected from Takayuki Shibata, insanely sharp out of the box, something he is known very well for. He wants to make sure you have an incredible experience immediately, not have to sharpen it before use. Even a fairly soft cherry tomato was absolutely no match for this Nakiri. Nakiris are perfect for batch vegetable prep like this mini cucumber. The geometry on Koutetsu are second to none thin, as demonstrated by this pretty beefy carrot. As is typical on knives sharpened by Takayuki Shibata, great edge bite. Easy to bite into the skin of the golden beet and then just glide the blade around the vegetable with a simple push. Same scenario with going through the usually tough skin of both these peppers. An absolute tank, I mean Boss Nakiri, when it comes to tackling peppers. This is also where a Nakiri truly shines, making sure you don't end up with accordion cuts as the blade edge is in full contact with the cutting board. Another great use of a super flat edge blade like a Nakiri is on a potato. You can also get an idea here of food stick. We made very geometrically beautiful little cubes out of this potato. Almost every single knife I will ever test needs an onion test. Vertical cuts, lateral cuts to test thinness behind the edge and drag, and voila, a very easily diced red onion for the many recipes that require it. Lastly, another thinness behind the edge test was done on this overgrown zucchini, and I think the results speak for themselves. Zero cracking sound. In the end, has this Boss Nakiri from Takayuki Shibata changed my mind on how I feel about this blade shape? Yes and no. I still don't think I'm a Nakiri guy, but I loved the experience of using this extra tall, extremely sharp, out-of-the-box Chromax Boss Nakiri. This isn't about if I love Nakiris, this is about how much more I love Nakiris because of this phenomenal Chromax line Nakiri we just got to use. Thank you, Shibata-san, for sending it to us. Let me know in the comments section below, are Nakiris your cup of tea? If so, why? Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. I may also have something coming up about how to sharpen your edges like Takayuki Shibata. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. See you around.